What's up, Terps? It's Mr. Smiley from Terps Win B1G here with another war recap against a random Chinese clan, 56-48 victory. So I wanted to do a breakdown of a couple of the war attacks that we had here for you sweet basement clashers. So let's take a look. One of the nice attacks here was by Silo. Usually hangs out in the deuce, stealthily leveling up his heroes so that he can come back and just dominate, and everybody will be like, "Oh, damn, where did this come from?" So let's take a look. This base is called the Tailor. It's a pretty common Town Hall 9 base. If you've ever raided pretty much anywhere, you see this base about every third or fourth base is this. So I think it's a cleanup attack here. Silo knew that there was a hound in the clan castle. They like to do a lot of hounds here, so he's going to lure out the hound, and then he's going to use the nice archer healer trick, which basically you take a couple of archers over here on some trash building that's out of range of everything. I think he might have cleared out this archer tower with hogs just to make room for trash, and you're going to pin two archers on the gold mine here or whatever trash is in the corner, and then stick a healer on it, and that healer is going to keep those archers healed while the hound just kind of floats over here doing minimal damage to the archers, and they'll just stay there for the entire raid. So you've basically eliminated the clan castle troops purely with whatever it takes to do the lure, and then 16 troop space, 14 for the healer and 2 for the archers. And then once you've done that, I mean, we know where the double giant bombs are. Typically, a lot of times on the Tailor, you'll see one in each of these 4 compartments on the outside. But on this one, I think as a cleanup attack, we knew or had a really good idea based on where the openings are that the double giant bombs are at these 2 sides. By eliminating this archer tower here, what he's done is not only gotten a lure and a place to plant the hound, but he's also eliminated any attempt for the hogs to path over here, because there's no defense with the archer tower gone for the hogs to go over there. So at that point, he's just going to bust through this area with his kill squad, does a nice job there, gets a jump into the core, and at that point, it's just a straight hog raid. Usually, I like a wall of hogs here, but at this point, there's really nothing that's going to, you're not going to do a 1-finger or 2-finger release on a giant bomb that kills them all, because you already know where they are. So at this point, Silo does a 2-finger release, and the hogs just kind of run all over this base and destroy it. So let's take a look as it happens. Fast forward a second. There we go. A couple of hogs over there on that archer tower. Take care of the archer tower. Pop the double giant bombs. We'll get the hound floating out. And then he's just going to pin that hound over on the gold mine. It's taken out for the entire raid. And it doesn't really matter whether he kills it or not, because you don't have to kill the clan castle troops in order to get the 3 stars. So a nice wide spread for the golem, some wizards behind it, clear out the trash, just make sure that his royals don't wander around killing trash. Toss in a couple wall breakers. Looks like he brought 2 extra just in case. You hate to use those 4 troop spaces, but at the same time, a failed wall breaker run can just destroy your raid. So you probably could have delayed the Burger King drop there a little bit just to make sure that he gets in unharmed at the defending royals, but at this point, it's not really necessary. It still has his golem up. He's got the archer queen, his stealthily leveled heroes here. Just make short work, get nice penetration into the core. Hogs, at this point, 3 heals with all of the defenses just packed here in the core is just going to just mow through this base. There's really nothing that's going to stop it. A lot of DPS in there, but at any given time, he's going to be covered by the heals until probably he gets to that north archer tower, at which point, 30 hogs or whatever he had, 25 hogs in here that are all pretty decent strength are just going to go up there and destroy it. wizards come through, clearing as the hogs take out the defense, just clearing the trash. And at that point, the archer tower up north goes down, and there's really nothing that's going to stop this raid. There are just too many hogs for there to be any kind of suspense on this one. So good job, Silo. It's a common base, but it's nice attack. Just ripping through this base. All right, let's watch. All right, we had another nice base here. This one was, I think it's the first attack in TWB Prime by one of our new recruits, Mojo Jojo. It's fun to say, so I'm going to say it a couple times while we watch his attack. So Mojo has a nice Quadquake Laloon going on here. Got some, again, this is the Tailor again. This Chinese clan, not really all that original in their base designs. Some pretty, pretty common bases, but still good job against him. He's going to drop the Quakes around here, bust open the base, a couple of wall breakers into this compartment, and then at that point, take out this air defense here. I think this one might have taken a little bit longer. Take out this air defense. He's going to drop the hounds with a nice spread here, and then the loons behind it. Save the spells for the kill squad, just like the QQLL, and then so they get in healed and raged deep into the core to take out some Tesla, maybe the blowers, the Archer Queen, Clan Castle. One thing though there were two things that I thought he could have done a little bit better here. Still very impressive attack, but the two kind of teaching points from this attack, on the Golem drop, they were a little bit narrow. Like with Silo's attack on a different version of this base that we just watched, you really want to get one Golem up here, the other Golem down here. Yes, I keep alternating whether it's Golem or Golem, but whatever. Then as the hounds are around this air defense and the loons are coming in to destroy it, really what he should have done, which could have killed the raid but ended up not being that big of a deal, is sending the last hound here at this air defense. Instead, he sends a couple of loons that just get destroyed easily by the air defense, and that last hound here, not only would it have protected the loons and given you more loons for cleanups, but it would have popped at least one of these hounds over here and given him more pups for cleanup. As it was such a dominant raid on this base that two of the hounds didn't pop. So you didn't get very many pups to clean up the base, and that's a little bit risky. It just goes to show on a lot of these attacks that one kind of 5-second delay of a troop drop can potentially kill a raid. But Mojo's raid was so dominant that there was really not much risk, but just areas for improvement on attacks. We can all get a little bit better. So there, like I said, a little bit of the clumping on the golem. As a result of the cannon. On the other hand, if he did spread them too wide, he risks that they might have gone to that archer tower at about 4:30. So maybe that one was not a mistake, and that was intentional to make sure that he didn't get the golem stuck outside the base when they're supposed to be going inside. There you see the heal and the rage drop on the kill squad. Just kind of move into the base. Poison for the Dragloon from the Clan Castle. Pop one of the bombs there. Since it's a Laloon, I didn't see where all the bombs are located, but I think it might have been more of the standard where there's one giant bomb in each corner. So there we got two of the hounds going in. One of them's going to go down pretty quickly as they sweep for bombs. And the north portion of the loon attack was beautiful. Like I said, there at the south, sending those two loons in there probably could have gotten a lot more value out of them had he waited for that hound to go in first. But crossbows up, take out his queen, drops another 3 or 4 loons there on the back end to take care of Ganon, Archer Tower. It would have been nice if that Tesla were a little bit higher level and could have popped one of his hounds. but at this point, the last couple of defense are going down, and it's really just cleanup. So two different kinds of attacks on different on variations of the same base here, the Tailor. This is a common war base for random clan matchups where we don't see the anti-3-star. We see a lot more common war bases, and here's two nice attacks, two ways to skin the same cat, basically. Takes a little bit longer than it probably could have because those hounds didn't pop, but them's the breaks. Alright, one more attack. This one is not a 3-star, but it's a terrific Town Hall 10 2-star. So we have Gat going on an anti-3-star ring base. And so I've been playing around with these kinds of attacks too, and basically this is a pretty so basically the goal of the attack is to first you want to create a funnel. Let's see, let's use a yellow color. Why not? You want to create a funnel. On one end, you're going to drop the Archer Queen over here with some healers healing her. I think Gat had originally thought about 3 just because the defenses here are more Town Hall 9 max rather than Town Hall 10. So usually against Town Hall 10, I like to carry 5 just in case. I've been thinking about playing with dropping that down to 4. On this one, Gat's Archer Queen is only level 22, which is, you know, pretty decent for a lot of strategies, but for a Queen Walk, that's going to be a little bit on the low end. But like I said, these defenses are Town Hall 9 max, not Town Hall 10 max. So four healers is going to do a good job to make sure that he's not in danger. So he's going to come in with the Archer Queen over on this end. You know, this is on this variation of this box. They've, for whatever reason, they've left both air defenses over here on the edge. Archer Queen's going to make quick work of them. So, you know, when you see the two exposed air defenses over here in the corner, you think, oh, maybe it's an air attack. And then when you look in the middle and you see 1, 2, 3 crossbows, all pretty stupidly set on ground, then, you know, how can I attack this on the air? So he's going to create the funnel, going to take out this portion of the base with his Archer Queen healer, Queen Walk. Then on this side, we're going to use, like I've done with a couple other different attacks, you're going to use a jump spell over here. You know, it might have been tricky to get the wall breakers in there, so you don't want to risk it and just go with a jump. Going to come with a golem and the king, and they're just going to go in here. And really, you know, if they can take out this air defense down here, that would be awesome. But really, their primary goal is just, we're going to take out this portion of the base, and that way, whatever DPS we drop here in the middle has nowhere else to go except right straight up through the middle of the base. And so the variations of the attacks that I've done with this have been, you know, one Laloon, where basically you do the same thing to create the funnel, and then the DPS is loons, minions, hounds. The other variation is you drop 8 wizards and 8 witches and 6 wizards in here to create some DPS that just mow through the base. But on this one, with the crossbows down, Gat's going to go with dragons. You know, I think he might have just gotten level 5 dragons and wanted to play with them, but beautiful attack here where the dragons, they still have some spells for them, a couple rages, a couple freezes, and they're just going to go through the base. It ended up being a 2-star because he wasn't able to take out these air defenses back here. With a higher level queen, maybe with a, you know, unfortunately he carried a poison maybe out of habit, because most of our attacks here, you know, where you don't know what's in the clan castle, you carry a poison. But on this one, with the dragons going so deep, he probably could have used a haste in here for the loons or for the dragons just to get them through the core quicker. I'm not sure if that would have really gotten him the 3-star. I think he probably just needed a higher level queen. But let's watch the attack. It was still a beautiful attack, and I'm glad that you know, several guys in the clan are now starting to use this style of attack as a kind of a guaranteed 2-star with 3-star potential. A lot of times with you know, you could have attacked the ring base with a mass golem or something else that was golem based and still gotten a solid 2, but you're probably not going to get back out of the core, and you're probably not going to get the 3-star. So this kind of attack with creating the funnel with the queen walk on one side and the Burger King and golem pairing on the other makes a nice funnel for the DPS in the middle, and really does a good job in giving the solid 2, but also having a lot more 3-star potential than a golem based attack. So we've just our playing around with these kinds of attacks is in its infancy, and hoping we'll see more of these and we can tweak it to the point where we're getting some solid 3s here, especially when we're going up against some weaker bases. So there you see he brought some loons also. They do a great job going through the middle. Probably should have dropped the rage a little bit more towards the core, but the dragons and the loons are going to pick up that rage. Drops another rage there to the side. Freeze. Loons are going to float over right before they die. They're going to take out the second Inferno. Dragons just continue to go through and just mow down some defense. Hound kind of floats around the king, just kind of spitting at him a little bit. Not really doing too much. At this point, the only thing that's really going to stop the 3 are the air defense. And, yeah, I mean, I was thinking if there was a way that he could have positioned the Archer Queen to get both of those, but, you got to put one on one side and then the king on the other side in order to create the funnel. So at this point, nothing's going to kill his queen. His queen is going to be indestructible here, and he's really just working against the clock. Unfortunately, the clock is not your friend on these kinds of attacks, and so there's. Oh, look, was I wrong? Yeah, looks like I was wrong. Okay, so, well, no, crossbow doesn't take her down. Was a little bit dicey there, but the 4 healers I think are still all there, and really, she goes to work. If he had unlimited time, that would have been a 3-star, but that's the way it goes. Still a beautiful attack. We're just going to keep on working, those styles of attacks on the Town Hall 10 ring bases. Maybe we can get them working on anti 3-star bases also. That would be pretty awesome. But exciting to see that attack and a lot of other good attacks. So until next time, let's go Terps.